Most guitars force a choice. You either lug around a bulky acoustic that struggles to cut through a dense mix, or you grab a solid-body electric and lose that woody, resonant character. Then there is this thing. The Taylor T5z Classic sits in this weird, wonderful middle ground that honestly feels like a bit of a magic trick. It is not quite an acoustic, not quite an electric, but it somehow manages to be both without feeling like a compromise. The first thing that hits you is the weight. It is incredibly thin, and that tropical mahogany body feels surprisingly light against the ribs. It is the kind of instrument that makes you want to keep playing for hours because it just doesn't fight you. The neck has this smooth, natural finish that feels fast, and the ebony fingerboard with those jumbo frets makes bending strings feel almost effortless. It is a setup that feels very familiar if you have spent any time with a modern electric, but the resonance is still there. Now here is the real kicker. You can plug this into an acoustic amp and get a surprisingly convincing, airy tone, or flip a switch and run it through a high-gain pedal board for something much grittier. It is not going to replace a dedicated dreadnought for a pure folk session, and it won't sound exactly like a vintage Les Paul, but the versatility is staggering. You can blend these sounds, too, which opens up textures that just aren't possible on a standard guitar. It is a clever piece of engineering, though it does come with a bit of a learning curve. You have to be willing to experiment with the onboard controls to find the sweet spot for your specific rig. Sometimes, it feels like you are tweaking a synthesizer more than a guitar, which might be a bit much for the traditionalist who just wants to plug in and go. Also, while the mahogany looks absolutely stunning with that satin finish, it is a bit of a magnet for fingerprints and light scuffs if you are not careful. It is a beautiful, warm-looking instrument, but it definitely demands a bit of respect to keep it looking pristine. If you are the type of player who finds themselves switching between styles mid-set, or just wants one high-quality tool that can handle almost any genre, this is a serious contender. It is not cheap, and it is definitely a niche design, but for the right person, it is the kind of guitar that stops you from looking at anything else on the wall. It is a bold, unconventional choice that actually delivers on its promise of doing it all.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.